There are a lot of vehicles out there that can only allow head unit replacements of single-DIN stereos. Not only does this limit your options, but the chances of getting Apple CarPlay or Android Auto into your system are slim, unless you consider Pioneer and their AVH-3500NEX, single-DIN motorized stereo. Then you can get both a large 7-inch display and the most in-demand features on the market, besides of course an HD screen, which we still can't get. Stay tuned for our full audio testing in a few minutes. Inside the box is a wireless remote control, wiring harness, external Bluetooth microphone, hardware, warranty card, installation manual, quick start guide, and single-DIN motorized stereo. There's a lot going on in the back of this stereo. The connections include USB, RGB inputs, Bluetooth microphone, steering wheel control inputs, wiring harness for power, ground, and speaker, plus several pigtails including Sirius XM, backup camera, RCA AV inputs, 3 sets of 4-volt preamp outputs for front, rear, and subwoofer, video outputs, 3.5mm auxiliary inputs, and radio antenna. The Pioneer AVH-3500NEX is a single-DIN stereo with a motorized 7-inch clear resistive display. The motorized display works well and is very sturdy. Opening and closing both takes about 7 seconds each. Quick cons, and there are 2 major ones and 1 minor. That's a lot of money to dish out on a head unit, especially one that doesn't have a capacitive touchscreen or HD display. Come on, Pioneer. The Soundstream VRN DD7HB has 2 capacitive touchscreens. Pioneer can probably get away with that price tag and lack of those 2 features because again, you're not gonna find many single-DIN stereos with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The final con is it's not compatible with the iDynalink Maestro, despite the fact that most NEX models are. A minor issue to having a motorized display is the volume knob is sort of hidden under the display. There's also a pretty cool new feature that I want to go over real quick. It seems that Pioneer has taken a page out of Kenwood's book and is now allowing you to customize the home screen widgets in terms of size and location. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto would be the reason to get this stereo. We all know what they can do. They're the most in-demand features for car stereos today. Neither work wirelessly on this head unit. You must be connected via a USB cable. An authentic Apple or authentic Android cable will work best. Again, no wireless Apple CarPlay, no wireless Android Auto. The stereo also works with Amazon Alexa via Voice, which is a separate app you have to download from the App Store. I personally have an Alexa speaker at home, so I could see myself using this feature from time to time for setting alarms and reminders. For music, I'd still most likely be using Spotify or a podcast app on Apple CarPlay. For some reason, Pioneer is still in partnership with WebLink. WebLink is a portal to apps like YouTube, Yelp, Music, Weather, and Zomato, all displayed and controlled at the stereo. It's not a screen mirror. It works with iOS and Android via a USB connection. My biggest gripe with WebLink is that it's actually pretty freaking slow. But I'll give them some credit, they did speed it up on this new model, so I would actually consider using it for YouTube video playback. I just don't understand why Pioneer puts money into a partnership with WebLink when they can't put an HD display on the stereo. You don't have to use this stereo with the display opened up. You're more than welcome to keep it closed and enjoy your radio tuner and music sources just fine. The tuner features 18 FM and 6 AM presets. Bluetooth is a necessity for hands-free calling and music streaming with music tags. Music playback is also possible via a USB connection in either Spotify, Pandora, or other iPod sources. USB also provides album artwork and a charge to your device. The AVH-3500NEX does not have an HDMI port. However, I was able to easily mirror both an iPhone and an Android to it using its RCA AV inputs with a few adapters. This lets you display any app you want onto the stereo. Audio and video both transfer. Controls still done at the phone. Use the QMV HDMI V2, in addition to a Lightning Digital AV adapter for iPhone and BUC HDMI 6 for Android. We have extensive videos on mirroring as well as mirroring kits for both Android and iPhone. I'll put the links for those in the bio. Make sure you turn the AV source on in the system settings. Display control includes 13 solid and active wallpapers to choose from, as well as splash screen and uploading your own, color theme, and custom color illumination. The stereo's audio settings put you in full control of your sound. This stereo is Sirius XM ready with the SXV 300V1 universal tuner and steering wheel control ready with the Axxess ASWC1. Links in the bio for both. Using USB thumb drives or CDs, the radio is compatible with MP3, WMA, AAC, WAV, and FLAC audio files. And for video, it plays MPEG 1, MPEG 2, MPEG 4, AVI, and WMV files. You can also upload and view JPEG images. DVDs look solid on the display. As promised, let's test. Pioneer rates the stereo 14 watts RMS by 4 channels at 4 ohms. The first test we ran was 2 channels driven at 4 ohms, 14.4 volts, 1 kHz EQ flat. Our audio precision will generate our signal and measure distortion. At volume 38, our HP8903B audio analyzer picked up 21.6 watts RMS, 1.05% distortion, and 9.22 volts of output. We can switch between left and right channels here to see the differences. Our AMM1 read 15 watts RMS, 9.26 volts on the Lumi, and we drew 5.13 amps of current. Down to 40 Hz, at volume 37, our HP picked up 21.16 watts RMS, 1.08% distortion, and 9.11 volts of output. Channel swap. Our AMM1 read 18 watts RMS, 9.15 volts on the Lumi, and we drew 5.26 amps of current. Next, we tested the RCA preamp output, which Pioneer rates at 4 volts. At 1 kHz, volume 35, we got 3.84 volts with 0.1129% distortion. At 40 Hz, volume 39, we got 3.42 volts with 0.351% distortion. Our final test was frequency response. We used our audio precision to run up each frequency. Would you roll the dice on the 3500NEX? If you're only capable of installing a single-in stereo and absolutely need Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you may need to, as there aren't many other options. That's it on the Pioneer AVH-3500NEX. Be sure to get all of your car audio and video gear with us today at qualitymobilevideo.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new, click that like button, join the conversation below, and thanks for watching.